Welcome back, guys. I am Wolf. With me is Caldor. We've got 4 more games for you guys. First up, we're going to have Stephano versus MC. It's going to be a pretty awesome match.
I'm so looking forward to that one. That will be really, really good. Stephano won 2 of his games already. And as here are the results right now. Set number 1, MVP takes out MC. In the second game, Stephano prevails over Hero. In the third game, Don Ragu wins against MVP. And another match, we had OGS MC take a game of Hero. Stephano taking the 5th against Don Ragu. He's up 2-0 right now. And Liquid Hero losing to MVP. He already lost 3 games today and is therefore there's no chance that he can qualify.
Nope, no way. He's totally out of it. As you guys can see right now, first place is actually Stephano, our foreigner. Someone who a lot of people didn't think would do as well, but I was a believer, man. I thought Stephano was going to do really well in this group. He's not out of it yet, but he's so far, he has the best record, 2-0.
Yep, definitely. That's going to be a quite interesting match right now. MC is 3rd place. He has 1 win and 1 loss, and he needs to win that game right now, so...
Yeah, he absolutely does, and I think in this match, it's going to be hard to say, but Stephano's ZVP is so good. I've seen him, play countless times, really good in ZVP. And MC is a guy whose late game ZVP is a little bit lacking, I feel.
We'll see how that turns out today. We have Daybreak, by the way.
Dual side.
Sorry, dual side, starting with D as well, but yeah.
Yeah, there's the dual maps, or D maps. I can't even talk either, I guess. I guess there's like some evil gnome who knows dual sight and Daybreak. He's like in our heads trying to trick us.
Yeah, exactly. I always have to look twice at the map and like, okay, Daybreak, dual sight, because it's just like 2 syllables as well. So
yeah. two-player maps.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we are heading into that next match fairly soon. There are the 2 players on the left from France, from Toulouse. Is Stephano, the foreigner, hope in this Blizzard Cup. At least in this group. Tomorrow we have another foreigner playing. It's going to be Naniwa from Sweden. And MC, wow, he is nervous today.
Yeah, he is just looking so nervous. And it's like he's trying to convince himself that he's not or something.
I can do this, I can do this.
Yeah, it's kind of what I see in his face right now.
And Stephano, just sheer determination. He has actually like a killer look right now.
He does, man. He may actually kill MC and go 3-0.
Yeah. If he manages to do that, he will be certainly able to participate on Wednesday in the round of 6.
Definitely so, but only one player will win this game. Will it be Stephano or will it be MC? The map is dual sight. The tournament is the Blizzard Cup 2011. I am Wolf. With me is Caldor. Here we are.
At the bottom left, it is the Zerg player from France. He is up 2-0 in his group. It is
Millennium Stephano.
A young player from France, started out with Warcraft 3 at the age of 12. And we have his opponent at the top right on dual side, the player from old generations. We have
OGS MC.
And something that's really, really kind of interesting. Stephano has a lot of good luck charms. He has like stuffed toys, and one of them already has a name. It's a dog named Cujo, named after the Stephen King novel. And he actually has 2 more right now. He has an elk and a teddy bear that don't have any names at all. And he asked me to tell people that you should, or you could suggest names for the elk and the teddy bear. Just write them to his Twitter. It's @milstephano. And of course, if you want to have more information about Wolf and myself casting the GSL, you can also add our Twitters, which is @ProxyWolf, and mine is @Caldor. And yeah, while we are going to see if someone of you suggests a name to Stephano that he's actually going to use to name his stuffed toys, his good luck charms for those games.
Yeah.
I have talked with him about that match in advance, and he told me that on a map like Dual Sight against MC, this particular player, this particular map, he is going for a Roach All-In.
Oh, is that so? Well, that's very interesting. I think Roach All-Ins are really good on this particular map. The reason being that it's a very wide open area. There, right now you can see the forge going down for MC. He's going to be able to try his best to position his cannons, but you need 2 cannons at the very least on this map. A lot of Protoss is they're trying to skimp right now. They're trying to just make the 1 cannon. It's not going to work on this map, especially considering that, like you said, Stephano may be inclined to do a Roach All-In.
Actually, he just told me he's going for an all-in. He said either I go for Roach all-in or I go for like Zergling, Baneling. So we'll see what he decides to do. He's scouting his opponent right now. And it was kind of interesting talking to him, and he told me that he's quite comfortable going into the macro game on the bigger maps, but on a map like Duel side, that he actually doesn't like all that much, and especially against MC, he's going for a straight-out attack. And he met MC once before. He faced the Korean Protoss at the Home Story Cup and was defeated with 2-0. So it's revenge time for Stephano, I guess.
Yeah, and Stephano has gotten so much better since then, man. He has improved drastically since the Home Story Cup. He did quite well in the Home Story Cup, but I mean, we're seeing a different Stephano today than we saw back then.
He won IPL, he won at ESWC as well, which was kind of funny because it took place in Paris in his home country, and that was a big win for Stephano. He took out players like Marine King with 2-0, which was quite impressive. I had the opportunity to cast those games, and it was really, really amazing to see how well Stephano played against Korean talents like Marine King. But now he's facing a Protoss, and MC, he will face an attack by Stephano very soon. Speed is already halfway, well, not halfway done, it's about to be done. Now we go. And the cybernetics core for MC, and wow. Stephano droning up, and MC needs to get ready.
Yeah, well, Stephano actually, you know, he pulled his drones out of the gas for quite some time. He is making that roach war, and he just put his drones back in. He's got about 68 gas mine now after that initial 100. So it looks like, yeah, he's going to do a roach all in here, or at least put some roach pressure on.
And look at MC. He is actually taking the +1 attack upgrade before getting a sentry.
Yeah, really, really risky move by MC. Does not have enough gas to produce. Looks like he's going to wait. Going to get a Stalker first. Stalker first is going to be much more useful than the Sentry, I believe, in this scenario where he's going to be dealing with mostly roaches. No real Zerling production right now just yet for Stephano, but it is going to be so tough for MC to hold on. He's actually not using his Chrono on his Gateway, but rather on his Warp Gate research in his Forge.
Exactly, 2 cannons. And Stephano going for the first 3 roaches. 40 supply against 34. Drone count 28 to 31 in favor of MC, getting more and more probes, while Stephano is now just going for roaches, roaches, and more roaches.
Yeah, 7 roaches on the way. He is going to want to follow this up with Speedlings, but having that first Stalker out is going to allow him to put a little bit more pressure. And earlier I said I think the first Stalker would have been more useful. I meant to say actually the first Sentry, because now without that Sentry building up energy, the Stalker right now isn't able to do a whole lot. And this Sentry is not, he's actually making a Zealot right now. He has really good cannon positioning, but it's going to be so tough to hold on this aggression. Exactly. Hold off, rather. MC going up to 4 gateways right now, but
there are the Zerglings.
Yeah, he's making another Zealot, man.
Oh, that won't do all too well against the roaches. But the Zerglings in the back as the follow-up. 60 supply against 45, and Stephano is about to attack. He's preparing for that attack. Another Zergling scouting, and that Zealot, he knows what's up, he knows what's happening, trying to retreat into the back, into the range of the cannon, and here comes the attack by Stephano, immediately trying to target down all those units of his opponent. The first Zealots are already dead and gone. The cannons are being attacked by the roaches. 24 Zerglings in the making. MC down to 36 supply, most of it being probes, and here comes Stephano taking out cannon number 1. The second one is about to die as well, but survives with a hit point or 2.
Yeah, and even though MC has 3 more gateways finished here, he's forced to make extra cannons. Sentries are going down here. So many probes have been lost. Right now, the worker count 31 to 28, still in MC's favor. Good force field here, blocking out these Zerglings, but it's not going to last forever.
And he's streaming into the base. There's another cannon in the back. He's trying to take that one down. The sentry about to die. Stephano, will he be able to bring down MC? But MC is doing quite well right now. He has 4 sentries already, is getting the Stalkers as well, and placing cannons all around his bases. MC with a really, really nice defense, and with 6 sentries, he should be fine for now.
Yeah, consider also that he has +1 for all of these units, so they're doing a lot more damage than they usually would. Really nice pylon positioning by MC. His force field not the best. He actually trapped the Zerlings inside with his units, but even so, I think he has enough units now to hold this off.
And the Lings stream in once again. He's trying to take down that cannon. That cannon must have a ton of kills already. He's doing such a great job right now. MC really holding that push off. Stephano is putting on more pressure, but he's retreating and going for drones and lair.
Yeah, he's already got his lair actually halfway done, so a pretty quick lair from him. The worker count dead even at 36 right now.
And we have Stephano with the same amount of harvesters than his opponent, 39 to 36. He's just droning up wow, I can't believe how well MC dealt with that push, and that looked really, really scary when Stephano started to attack. We mentioned that sentry that he was getting a little bit later, the +1 attack that he actually researched first, so that was a really, really impressive defense by MC.
Very true. Stephano now is, he's pulling some punches here. He's actually, he's got to step back for a second. He's got to start his roach speed. He got that really fast there, so he's going to start his roach speed. He's making a third base, getting an evolution chamber. He's not making very many units right now, so if MC decided to attack right now, Stephano could be in some trouble. But Stephano knows that he's behind. He's got to do something like this, so he's just going to actually get a bunch of upgrades right now, get that third base up. It's a risky choice, but I think it's going to pay off for him.
The thing why I'm really so impressed by MC's play right now is that I've casted a lot of games from him lately on this map against Zerg, and he lost to this all-in countless times. And now he finally is able, he actually adapted to those losses and was able now to adjust his opening a little bit, and apparently he has found a solution to that all-in and was able to hold that off. MC on a 90 supply against 86 from Stephano. Stephano getting the +1 attack, getting the roach speed now on layer tech.
Hallucination being researched right now for MC. As he gets his first observer, he's actually going up now to 7 gateways. We may see a really strong timing attack out of MC, but it looks like no, he is going to make a robotic support bay as well. So he's just going to do a heavy 2 base. He's teching up heavily on the 2 bases. He's going to use that Colossus tech to take a safe third base.
And the one reason why Stephano is actually still able to stay in that game and now ahead in overall supply is that despite the fact that MC was able to defend against that push, he lost 12 probes in that encounter. So Stephano, even though he wasn't able to kill his opponent, at least able to deal damage to the economy of MC, killing 12 of these probes, and therefore at the end of the fight they had roughly the same amount of workers, which allows Stephano to take his third and now just drone up again, get the roaches, but MC teching, getting the robotic spay, getting the first immortals now. This will be a scary encounter now for Stephano.
I'm kind of curious to see what MC is going to do with that hallucination. He may actually try to hallucinate some actual attacking units to scare Stephano. I'm not certain what his plan is. He has so many sentries. He's got tons and tons of energy. Hasn't really been using that sentry energy to scout either, considering that he's got observers out right now. So I'm really excited to see what his plan is. He may decide to use it for scouting later. Either way, he's got that versatility. He's got that option of using the sentries for anything he really wants to.
Exactly. MC with a really nice army composition. Stephano is in his best matchup. His matchup against Protoss, he has a 69% win quota, won 112 games, only lost 51 competitive games. But MC is now on the move, is moving out, trying to put pressure onto Stephano. The Spire is being built. MC on 120 supply, Stephano 151. This is going to be quite exciting. MC not sure if he can really push out now. He's waiting for Colossi. He was waiting for extended thermal lance to finish. Just tries to get access to the Xel'Naga watchtower and control the map. But Stephano already split up his army. He already tries to get that flank going.
I don't know, but he just does not have, I think, the right size of army. He's got his army split up, but that's going to be scary here because MC is going to be able to pick off one army at a time. Oh, good force fields, trapping a lot of those units. Now he can pick away at these spine crawlers. Beautiful force field, trapping all the roaches, but there's a flank coming from the north.
A lot of force field now for MC nonetheless, and Stephano is trying to flank his opponent, but he's losing supply and quite a lot of it. There's still that one immortal that's dishing out a lot of damage to the roaches, taking down roach after roach, and those force fields are just beautiful. The spine crawlers are already dead and gone, and Stephano rebuilding his army. 13 additional roaches for Stephano, still trying to kite the zealots, doing an awesome job, and with the Guardian Shield, Minchul is now just going for another attack. This is just such a razor-thin encounter. Oh, MC, more force fields. Will it be enough? No, the Colossus in the back.
I think this may be enough. It's hard to say, though, because Stephano just has so many roaches, constantly streaming them. He decides to go back. The Immortal with 8 kills being the real damage dealer here.
And Stephano dropping behind in supply. He's down to 98 against 107. MC with another Colossus being built. He's warping in more and more units, mostly Zealots that he relies on right now. He is ahead in supply. Stephano is finishing the +2 attack upgrade, and that Colossus really making the best out of the range upgrade.
Yeah, trying to transfuse to buy himself a little bit of time, but I think MC may just have too strong of an army right now. Stephano about to have +2. +2 does just finish, so he is going to have better upgrades for his attack, and 12 more roaches on the way. MC decides to back up. He may be done with his attack for now.
What a nice game that we've seen with Stephano with a roach all in, and he was able to come back after MC defended, killing a lot of probes, but with 150 supply against 140, this game is just so intense right now. Stephano trying to stay alive. He's on 3 bases, MC on 2. Upgrade advantage right now for Stephano. He's on 2 upgrades, and I think MC is still on +1.
Oh yeah, he is just on +1. He actually has no more upgrades on the way. And, you know, Stephano's trying to flank him, but MC is always prepared for it. But I think this time he is going to get the flank off. Will he have enough? We're about to find out.
He's going in from 2 sides again from the back. The force fields this time, they are not perfect. Will he be able to target down the Colossus? One is already at the second one about to die. Stephano dropping down to 110 supply. MC still on 130. That Colossus might survive that encounter and still fighting strong, going strong. That one Immortal. How many kills does that Immortal have by now?
That Immortal only has 14 kills, but I guarantee you he has fired upon more than 14 roaches, severely damaging them. It's a great support unit to have in this army, and MC is not done yet. Caldor continuing to poke here. Nice micro. The roaches trying to target down the Colossi. I feel like he may be targeting too much, though, because the Stalker is doing a ton of damage as well as that Immortal.
And don't forget that FC is about to be mined out in his base. He's still on 2 bases. He needs to win this fight, but it's looking quite well for him right now. The Protoss player with 120 supply against Stephano, 77. Stephano losing unit after unit. The 3rd base under fire is dying. And there is the well-played Stephano signature at the end of a lost game. GG. Wow.
Well played, man. For certain. By MC, and MC turning a tough situation into a good one, holding off that push, giving the finger wave, saying, "Don't you try to all-in me, you French player." But I have to say, I was impressed with Stephano's ability to transition after that huge commitment to Roach Speedling. And, you know, MC was able to take that. He was able to get a strong 2-base timing attack going. He really committed to it. That one Immortal was so nice to have in the mix. That Immortal staying alive, doing extra damage to those roaches was so good for MC.
The thing that really impressed me by MC was his force fields. Not only in the huge fights, but also when he defended against that push.
Yeah.
Those force fields were just key. They always blocked the circlings off. He did so well with that. And later on in the fights, I mean, though he had a huge amount of sentries, and those force fields were just like priceless.
Yeah, they were so priceless. I mean, he had hallucination he could have used, but he decided, no, I'm just going to use force fields. There were certain times where his force fields were a little bit questionable, but then those early force fields, they were amazing. And then that one key fight, the first engagement from the 2-base timing attack, he was able to cut so many of those roaches up. He also was so aware with his observer of where the roaches were. He needed to know, are you going to flank me from this side? Where do I need to fight you? He was always being very careful about where he engaged. He didn't just go, oh, I'll just 1A and attack. No, he was very careful to make sure that Stephano's flanks were not as successful as he wanted them to be.
Yeah, he did an awesome job at that. So MC takes that game and therefore has 2 wins already, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
2 wins, 1 loss.
2 wins, 1 loss, and that puts Stephano at the same score, 2-1.
Exactly.
Would have gone 3-0 if he had beaten MC, but...
And the next game will be between Hero and Don Ragu, ladies and gentlemen. Hero is already 0-3, so he has no chance of surviving in this tournament, but
it
Don
looks
Ragu
like the
needs
map
that
is,
win.
Oh, I just wanted to mention, it looks like the map's going to be Shakura's Plateau.
Yep.
Which is interesting, a map you don't often see in the GSL. So I'm really excited to see how this game is really going to turn out on this map. This is a cool map. It's actually one of my most favorite maps. It was a map that a lot of people debated, oh, I don't know if it's a good map, especially when the old rocks were there and things like that. But it's always been one of my favorite maps. It's a great map.
There have been how many versions of this map? Like 20?
So many versions, man.
It's just crazy. Rocks in the back, no rocks in the back, rocks at that expansion in the middle, no rock. It's just...
But there's a WCG version that's got different terrain.
Yeah, as well.
I really like this map, though. I like the secondary ramp. It's kind of like Antigua, but it's got a different feel to it. I remember in the beta, this actually was a 2v2 map. For those of you guys who don't know, when the beta came out, I played a lot of 2v2. I was trying to figure out how the units worked and things like that. And this map was just a fun 2v2 map. But then eventually, now it's a 1v1 map, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, at first when I played this map, I was always scouting the close position first because I didn't really know that it was that you could only start on the opposite sides of the map. So I was always scouting the close position, and at some point I just realized, well, something's wrong here.
Yeah, I actually did that for probably about 2 days before someone just told me. Like,
yeah.
He was like watching one of my replays, like, why are you scouting there? I was like, why not?
Okay, so the next game is about to start, I guess.
Yeah.
We are heading into Hero against Don Ragu. Zerg versus Protoss, and it's actually, Shakuras is a really, really good Protoss map because you can just get that fast expansion very easy. Let's see what Don Ragu is going to do. It's one of my favorite maps when I'm observing a PvZ.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. It's fun to play as a Protoss, I feel too. And I really enjoy this map overall. I'm kind of curious to see what Don Ragu is going to do. This map can kind of play to his style. There are a lot of expansions you can take. You just have to be careful of where you take them at what time.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in about a second. Will Liquid Hero be able to take one win at least in this tournament, or is Don Ragu trying to deliver the full death blow and leave Hero with 0-4? We are going to find out in just a few seconds here at the Blizzard Cup 2011.